What up? Izzo. Subscribe to the channel. What up? What up? Big Brother Dribble Almighty. You gotta say it like that, man, like on the movie and shit. JC, what's up, pimp? I know you just was looking at that footage I put on Facebook. I said, fuck it. I just put it everywhere. It's on Twitter. It was on my it was on my Patreon initially, and I figured that it wouldn't get out like I wanted it to, and I was gifted that. Somebody gifted me that content. Like, you know, they passed it to me, a no-look pass. Like, here you go, pimp. So I didn't want to put it on my channel because I couldn't risk. I didn't want to put it on my channel because I couldn't risk my channel getting any hardship because of the violence and shit like that. But Houston in the building, he said that was some ass kicking for show. Yeah, them niggas is crazy. Niggas is crazy, man. I guess Lucy just fuck with me, man, because I don't fuck with Whack 100, and obviously he do. But make sure y'all go check out my Patreon, man. I got some exclusive over there. And if you follow me on Twitter, at Gully TV1, Twitter, which is known as X, you can see it over there for free. I should get endorsed by this Gatorade water. I like this shit. I've been drinking this shit heavy for like the last 4 months. This is my shit. Anyway, he said, loose cannon spank, dude. Oh my goodness. Can you react to my uncle's song? Your uncle ain't bought no knittages here, pimp. Smoke a lot. Is that yuck mouth? Isaiah Thomas cured Bell's palsy. You talking about the legend? Or you talking about little Isaiah? We waiting on BG and Black to hit back. I told him, I spoke to Black last night in the DM. I told him, y'all need to wrap that shit up, yo. Y'all went 3 rounds. It's kind of getting a little bland, just a little bit. The first 3 rounds was exciting, but to keep going back and forth, ain't nobody gonna win. I did put up a poll, and the last time I looked at the numbers on the poll, it was kind of like almost even. You dig? The Pistons, oh man. I hope he's okay, man. I grew up on Zeke. Colorado took the big L. Yeah, I heard they got the ass whooped. I don't think their head was in football anymore after everything that's going on with Travis. And he won the Heisman. Them niggas on their way to the NFL. They head not in football right now. Anyway, what up? He said, I got green double 3-0. I told them niggas, I told BG and Black, I said, man, y'all done went 3 rounds. You've introduced yourself to the algorithm. A lot of people didn't know you, me included. I didn't know who he was. I hope I don't get in no trouble about that content. I didn't know who he was. Now a lot of y'all know who he is. And he got talent. I told him the best thing for you to do right now, man, is start the new year off putting out projects and shit. You established your point. People know that you get busy. And there that go. Tweaks, thank you. You still gonna interview Uwe? Nah, I ain't fucking with him. He's not a professional, man. I stepped to him. I gave him a proposal, told him what I could do for him. Some niggas be local rappers for a reason. And that's where he gonna be. He's not serious. He not. I'm only like a little bit over 2 hours away from him and shit. If he was serious, he would have been got with me, yo. He's a local rapper for a reason and shit. And that's something that 38 Special was stressing. He like, these niggas ain't nobody, man. He wasn't speaking about UEV, but he was just saying in general, these niggas don't do this shit. These niggas some regular Rochester niggas. A lot of them niggas is bums. Niggas ain't going nowhere. Niggas ain't been nowhere. And I'm seeing it firsthand and shit. Like, you know what I mean? So, what up? Hey, my nigga, get the fuck out of here. Primo, Black Charlie Brown, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, niggas don't got no grind, man. You know what I'm saying? I done flew across the water. I went to Europe on a mission, you know what I'm saying? All in London and Paris and shit like that. In the air for 14 hours and shit. Could you imagine being on a plane for 14 hours straight? I did. I did it both ways, over there and back. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm serious about this shit, but you can't help niggas like that, man. It's a reason that he's a local rapper, a local rap star, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So where you stand on Fat Joe? Ill E. Rosson said, I got my knitted. It was the order from Sacramento. Thank you. Where do I stand on Fat Joe? I'm with my people. What do you mean? What do you mean? Where do I stand? Don't I strike you as an extremist? I am. Don't I? Don't I? Did you see me go off on Blue? I'm the one that went berserk on Blue Boy by myself. You know what I'm saying? Other niggas got in on it like later and shit, but don't I strike you as got a little Huey Newton in me, little Malcolm Little and shit like that? I do. So yeah, you know who I'm with. I'm with my people and shit. Ace Lowry, suck a dick. Speaking of disrespect, I just disrespected Ace. Yeah, Ace, eat a dick. I was watching some battle rap. I jump in and out the battle rap culture whenever it's something popping. And I seen Murder Mook and Arsenal. Arsenal was talking about Murder Mook's dead mom for a whole round. That shit was corny as a motherfucker. That shit was some low-level bottom feeder ass shit. That shit was corny as hell. Like, and they ended up booing him towards the end. Like, whoa. That shit was corny. Did y'all see that goofy shit? Mike Bowers, thank you. He said, do you play Fortnite? Nah, I don't play no. Nah, man, I play MacBook, man. This is what I do. He said, yeah, that's lame. Yeah, that shit was corny as fuck, man. He has this title that he goes by, calls himself Mr. Disrespectful. I guess he thought that was disrespectful. Talking about a deceased black woman. That wasn't disrespectful. That was deplorable, ignorant behavior and shit. You dig? He said that's some childish shit. Yeah, that shit was childish as a motherfucker. And Mook got in his ass. Arsenal's first round was pretty good. I'm saying to myself, after all these years, these niggas still getting busy and shit. But I tried to watch that Rum Nitty and Loaded Lux battle. I ain't getting nothing out of that shit. I didn't. Sometimes Lux go a little bit too sci-fi. Like he goes above and beyond trying to prove a punchline, man. Like, I might figure it out in a year or so. Have you ever, Johnny West, eat a dick? I don't know what's wrong with you goofy motherfuckers, man. I never seen Arsenal play himself like that. I thought that was some weird, corny shit. Like, you would think somebody would have advised him against that stupid shit. That shit was corny. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here. I knew y'all was going to ask me about the Fat Joe situation. I knew y'all was. He said, nice chain, bro. It's funny that you said that because I went to see a jeweler earlier today, and I got I had to get a new chain for one of my pendants and shit. And I kicked it with this guy for a minute. I seen something that I jive ass liked and shit. And he said the price is this. I pulled out my mint. I said, I give you this right now and shit. I do this. I'm from that era when we come up, we roll up with the mitts and shit. So I pulled out the mitts. I said, man, you want this cash money? And I put it on the counter. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't bending, you know what I mean? And the type of person that I am now, I ain't tripping and shit. I already got another cable being made. I'm gonna have that in about a week. I told y'all about it. I got a Nefertiti now and shit. About another, probably like 15 days, I believe. But anyway, I'm in a different place now, and my homegirl was with me and shit. She's sitting there, she watching the negotiation. She said, I didn't even know you had that shit on you and shit, because I had my cables in my shirt. But I pulled out. I don't know if you can see it. I pulled out this pendant and I pulled out my cables out of my shirt, and I was telling him, yo, I need a chain that's gonna keep my other pendant from, banging into this and shit. Like, it has to be a certain length. And we couldn't come to an understanding, and I wasn't tripping because I knew that shit like this is more impactful. So I told him, nah, I'm cool, fam. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take that shit back home and put that shit back in containers and put that shit away. I probably won't even put that shit back on until next summer or some shit. But I said, this is what I did this right in front of this chick. She was like, damn, man, did you just spend all that money on fucking cologne? I said, yeah, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, that's what I do and shit. You know what I mean? And the truth of the matter is, you'll leave more of an impression on somebody by getting you a bottle of this. You know what I'm saying? A bitch will remember what you smell like before she remember how many carats you had around your neck. Like, they ain't even tripping off that shit. So I put my mitt back in my pocket. Told him, man, fuck that chain. You know what I'm saying? Fuck your chain. You know what I mean? I just tried to give you some cash money and shit. He ain't want it. Fuck that chain. And I went to the next kiosk, to the guy with the fragrances and shit. I had to re-up. You know what I'm saying? And I felt much better about my purchase. I ain't just get the Creed and shit. I got the Baccarat too and shit. This is my first. I seen this in a GQ magazine. Shout out to my man, Bones Brigante. Bones, I ain't jumping in your lane, my nigga, but I did go shopping today. But I was like, man, fuck it. Fuck your chain, man. This is fire. I had to have it. Anyway, that's what I ended up doing. You know what I mean? Because I ain't tripping. He said my type shit, yeah. He said $7 a bottle. JJ Reddick, you can definitely afford Creed when you live at home with your mommy. My mother lived in North Carolina, pimp. Ain't nothing like being told you smell good, without a doubt. Cold Hun, a cool perfume, and dope shoes. Yeah, that's what it is right now. But getting back to the Fat Joe thing, right? Lord Jamar is eating off that shit. Shout out to Jamar. Jamar is he said Baccarat get mad compliments. I had to have a bottle, man. I had to have a bottle of it. I had never had it before. And the dude that sold it to me, he said, I ain't never smelled this shit before. And I told him, I said, you got to let me smell that shit before I buy it. And he was like, well, we don't have Baccarat in testers and shit. I told him, I said, my man, listen, I'll buy both of them motherfuckers, but you got to let me smell that shit. He looked me in my face. That nigga went in that counter and started opening that shit up. They got to spraying it on cars and shit. He like, I ain't never did this before and shit. He said that he was like, I'm the manager. He's like, this ain't my shit, but I'm the manager and shit. I said, if you the manager, you the top dog here right now. And if you trying to make this sale, man, you got to deal with me the right way and shit. So I ended up buying both of them. Creed, Milestone. I like that Venice. B-Tech, what up? Oh, I got to plug my man Book. This is Josiah Don Martin. He has an MBA. If you ever tuned into the web, to the Instagram page, Independent Dope, he got a YouTube channel too, Independent Dope. This is him right here. And he got a book called Human Base. Josiah, I'm gonna go further into pushing this book for you, but I just wanted to introduce it. And it's about psychology, behavioral economics are your best friends in marketing. I had to tell this nigga, man, using all these big ass motherfucking words and shit. But I'm gonna introduce y'all to this book probably on Instagram, and then I'm gonna double back and give y'all the math on it after I done went through it. But this is Independent Dope right here. He's on my channel too. I did an interview with him. So yeah, I want y'all to support this book, but I gotta do the knowledge on it first, and I'm gonna come back to it in a couple days and shit. He said, you read my mind, you deserve Patreon money. Go to Patreon and subscribe and check out that video of I got some video footage of some guys who came to No Jumper to, I guess they was gonna kick Whack 100 ass. And they dealt with them niggas severely. Y'all think that loose cannon's a joke? We got the footage. We got the footage, man. Go to my Patreon and check it out. For y'all who feel that you can't afford to subscribe, I put it on Twitter too. I'm Gully TV1 on Twitter. You can go over there and watch it right now. It's 3 minutes long and shit. I don't know how long that shit gonna be up. I know that I wasn't putting that shit on my channel though. They'll kick you the fuck off. They'll kick you off the internet about that type shit. What you think about Primo versus TV Baller? I think TV Baller is very entertaining. I don't know them niggas. I don't know Primo. I believe them niggas is younger than me because they act younger than me and shit. When you see niggas acting out like that, this is my opinion, and I ain't taking no shot because you asked me what I think about it. They strike me as niggas who ain't never had no money before. For real, because if you go to the extent to show people that you got money to the point that you gonna go to fucking jail, you probably ain't never had no goddamn money before and shit. Straight up, man. I'm just sitting back and I'm just watching this shit, man. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, don't you know I had me a laundromat, a food truck, and a bunch of other shit, man? This motherfucker sitting around. They keep flashing all this goddamn money, man, waiting for white folks to come take that shit. That's what they gonna do. They gonna come take that shit, man. They gonna come take that shit. We done seen this before. Everybody that pulled out some money and showed it to us ended up in the goddamn penitentiary. They did. ARI put a quarter. He said it was a quarter. Put $250,000 on the table. He said, look at it. This is a half a ticket or whatever he said. That shit gone, man. That shit gone, man. Them white folks got that shit. Who else did it? The other nigga from Brooklyn. The fuck? Bo Mayo. He just did it. He in the fucking feds and shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas, man? Like, that too tells me that they probably slow and shit. They ain't never had no money and shit. You know what I'm saying? They think if you don't show it, you ain't got it. Play poor and play stupid. Let me tell you something, right? That shit is probably the extent of they glow and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas, man, they just got a glow about them and shit. You know the truth. And others, they just got to go out of their way to try to prove that they got the glow and shit. For real. You know what I mean? He said, what's your Patreon? Gully TV. If you go to the go to my community tab, I posted links to the Patreon. So if you subscribe, go to my YouTube community. I sent links from the video. It's even a video preview, so you can see what you're looking for and go check that shit out. He said, Lord Jamar's getting Fat Joe out of the game for good. No, he not. Fat Joe ain't going no motherfucking where. It's niggas that ain't gonna side with Lord Jamar with Fat Joe. Me personally, I think this shit is ridiculous. I don't even understand what's the point in proving that Puerto Ricans weren't a part of the creation of hip hop. What do people accomplish by saying that? I'm speaking to my people right now. What's the whole point? What's the whole point? What's the whole point? They've been here and they've been associated with hip hop long enough to say, man, we a part of this shit. We love this shit too. And you got my people saying, y'all ain't had nothing to do with it. That probably can cause some type of static. Like, that probably would offend some people and shit. Because I'm pretty sure that they love hip hop. I know you seen that video that I posted from Big Pun. It's going crazy right now. That's him saying that he said out of his mouth, I appreciate black people for fucking with me and shit like that. I appreciate that. That's what that hook was about on I Ain't a Player and shit. He was like, I'm showing love, I'm shouting it out and shit. You dig? So I don't understand what's the point of saying they didn't have nothing to do with it. I don't get it. I don't. This kind of reminds me of some counterintelligence shit. Somebody probably placed a seed and said, we gonna get them niggas and Ricans to fight each other and shit like that. Because that's what it's turning into. It's turning into a divide. When I posted Big Pun's video on YouTube, you got niggas saying a bunch of shit. Some niggas is misinformed. You got Puerto Ricans saying a bunch of shit too. And they misinformed. You dig? And at the end of the day, everybody gonna side with their people. Don't you know the Puerto Ricans is gonna side with Fat Joe? I don't blame them. You asked me when I got on here, how do I feel about it? I said, I'm with my people. So that's what it is. He said, yeah, but Fat Joe calling black people broke. When he says some broke ass niggas, I think he'll say broke ass niggas to Cuban Link. And I ain't dissing Cuban, but I'm just saying, I don't think he meant it the way people trying to turn it into, like he said nigger, like Drake said nigger. You did, he said them some broke ass niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? I say that to niggas all the time. I do. I say that shit to niggas all the time. Some of these niggas is some broke ass niggas. Nobody give a fuck about what you wearing, man. Nobody give a fuck about what you wearing. Nobody give a fuck if you got jewelry on. Nobody give a fuck with, you got a little leather, Averex, you got on a fur and shit. You's a broke ass nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it's your style, it's your frame of mind and shit, man. It's your mind state, man. Like, you can't trick us. A garbage can to get a steak every now and then. It's some broke ass niggas amongst us. You dig? When he said that, he was referring to, I believe, Tariq Nasheed and Lord Jamar. Neither one of them niggas is broke niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, he said he's referring to certain people. It wasn't a general statement. He was talking about Tariq. Tariq Nasheed got content out. He did the Hidden Color series. It's his documentary. I think it was called Microphone Check. That's at the root of the issues with everybody got an issue with what he said in his documentary. That nigga straight. You dig? He not broke. And Fat Joe said he said the leader of the FBAs. He ain't nobody's fucking leader. He's not no leader of the foundational black Americans. He's not. It's not. That's like an identity. It's not a body of people. It's an identity. You know what I'm saying? It's people that's black that ain't foundational black Americans and shit. It's niggas that's black that ain't with us. You feel me? When he talked about the foundational black Americans, he was talking about the nigga cool table. The people that embraced Fat Joe when he was a part of the Digging in the Crates crew and shit. Straight like that. Tariq got a whole history museum in Atlanta. FBA's lineage has no leader. Exactly. And that Hidden Truth series by Tariq Nasheed, that shit was brilliant and very, very informative and shit. I think, you know, them niggas ain't gotta be friends and shit like that. Fat Joe got his opinion. KRS has his opinion. Busta Rhymes has his opinion. Whatever, man. Like, it's the internet, man. Everybody get on here. Everybody in this chat right now, it's over 400 people. Everybody in here got a different opinion. You know what I'm saying? Joe Bird said, what's today's mathematics? Wisdom Born, suck a dick. I'm kicking you out my chat room, bitch ass nigga. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. You feel better? What's today's mathematics? Exit the fucking chat. Yo. Elevation of law of peace, man. He said he tried it. Man, motherfuckers need to stop saying that dumb shit, man. What's today's mathematics? You motherfuckers be in the worst circumstances imaginable, talking about what's today's mathematics. The fuck is you talking about, man? You need to get in tune with what's going on in the economy, the S&P 500, something that y'all keep reciting the same shit since the inception of the 5% Nation. What the fuck are you accomplishing by reciting that shit over and over and over? You're supposed to be building. Why the fuck do you keep asking motherfuckers that? You dig? Ask a motherfucker what's going on right now. How you see the world right now. You dig? You reciting some shit that was put on a... Yeah. Look at my book of life right here. You reciting some shit that was printed and distributed amongst some people in the 1970s. Why the fuck do you keep going back to that today? You're supposed to be building. The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Don't come in here with that goofy shit. Press the like button. Subscribe to the channel. He said, I felt that. It's the truth, man. I be building with niggas in private. Me and Shaheen be building and shit. This was a question that came up, right? In a conversation with a foundational black American who identifies as a 5%er, you might ask him, peace, God, how you? And he gonna say, I'm maintaining. He gonna say, I'm maintaining. Maintaining means you're like running in place. It means you're holding on by threads. You dig? You can't associate elevation and building with maintaining. You cannot associate elevation and building with maintaining. You dig? And that's what it come out of a motherfucker's mouth. You dig? So it's some things that we need to deal with. It's some things that need to be adjusted to fit the day and time. The 23 million miles of useful land, right? Do you think that's still factual today? Do you think it's still factual today? 23 million miles of useful land. That number has had to change. You dig? It's had to change. You know what I'm saying? And you got motherfuckers that'll run up talking all this space shit. You know what I'm saying? Be careful, man, with who you dealing with, man. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, getting back to the Fat Joe thing, right? I need you niggas to wrap this shit up by the New Year. Same way I need y'all to wrap that whole battle up, Green Double, and them you niggas from Rochester, y'all need to wrap that shit up by New Year's Eve, man. Straight up. I don't fucking talk to Hassan. My man said, I don't know what you mean. Go read a fucking book. The lessons are introduction to life and problem solving. A lot of guys truly don't understand the power of the cipher. Peace. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I appreciate that. Um, he said up late with it. Yeah, I was traveling. I was editing a video. I'm uploading two videos for y'all right now. One of them is the complete video that I did with Solomon Childs. In order for this shit to work, I gotta give y'all original content in between, man. Hope y'all enjoyed that video that I did with Low Murder Official, them low life niggas from Philly. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? He said they can't read, Gully. Hey, man. Seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave, man. That sounds like a personal problem, man. But hopefully you can get your dribble right at some point. Straight up. Shout out from the Bay. Thank you. He said, Luce, did y'all see the content that I uploaded? The title of this video is that I'm back on Patreon. I got my hands on some content that I couldn't put on my channel, so it had to go to Patreon. Since then, I put it on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter at GullyTV1. You can go watch it for free. Some goons came to No Jumper. I know No Jumper don't like that I got that video. Some goons came to No Jumper to kick Whack 100 ass. And Whack 100 has some floor support out there with him. Puerto Ricans were a major part of hip-hop in the early days. They were also a part of the 5% Nation. That's true indeed. My man said he from Brazil. Appreciate having you here. He said, I seen the video on Twitter. Make sure y'all go see it at Gully TV1. Some of y'all questioned whether Loose Cannon was gripping niggas up. Like he said he was. He said he pressed Rick Ross. He said he pressed Meek Mill. He said he pressed DJ Khaled, and people question it. But the person that I was interviewing and the person that's on that video, they're two different breeds and shit. You know what I mean? He said loosen them, punish them boys. Why they thought they was tripping. I got my hands on it. Loose Cannon know that I don't fuck with Whack 100 and shit, but that's his dude and shit. I don't know, man. What's up with the interview on Hassan last night? I don't watch Hassan Campbell, man. What's a good step to start to get in shape? Push-ups, 100 a day. I don't watch Hassan Campbell, man. I don't watch no low vibrational shit, man. I try to watch success stories and fitness videos and shit like that. You dig? It's some shit that'll pass through my timeline, like this shit with the TV Baller and Primo and these cats have passed through my timeline. I probably look at it briefly, but I'm very, very protective about the vibes, the images that I take in. I just don't want that shit in my system. I believe that a person can be influenced by the content that they take in. That's just my personal belief. When you gonna do an interview with Clint Queens Flip, you mean me interview him or him interview me? Run that back. Ask me that again. Ask me that again. Doom, 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 doom. Him interview you. I wouldn't get on Queen's Flip. My personality and Queen's Flip personality is with. I ain't no joking type nigga, man. I ain't no joking type nigga, man. What if that fat nigga take off his shirt and try to hug me or some shit, man? He said he jokes a lot. Yeah, I ain't with that shit, man. That's something that I never did. I never got on here and turned court jester, man. I don't do TikTok dance. I don't do no silly shit the person that you see on here is who I am in real life. I'm not prostituting myself or compromising my integrity for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Fuck your platform. Fuck how many people following you and shit like that. I don't care about none of that shit. Nah, I don't be around no silly ass niggas, yo. Would you interview him? No, I wouldn't interview him. Interview him for what? He don't rap. He don't rap. He not a fashion designer. He not fresh. He's fat. He don't watch Gully TV. Cause if he did, he beat and got that shit together and shit. Like he tries to make it a joke. You know what I mean? He try to make obesity a joke or humorous and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with that, man. I was raised by niggas from the Fruit of Islam and shit like that, man. I got a militant background, man. I ain't with none of that shit. You seen the CO beating video in New York prison? Yeah, I seen that. They going to fucking jail. Yeah. You got to interview Doo-Wop from Harlem. I don't want to interview no goddamn Doo-Wop, man. This shit ain't working. This shit ain't working, man. Keep doing the same shit, you're gonna get the same results, man. I was doing them gangster interviews and shit. I was doing that shit 5-6 years ago, man. Everybody's trying to do that shit right now. I just seen a video on YouTube talking about how it's becoming more difficult to generate funds on YouTube by way of AdSense because there's so many people launching YouTube channels and shit like that. You gotta be different, man. You gotta be unique, right? You know what I'm saying? Out comes the green screen. You've been seeing my green screen videos lately. You gotta be original and unique. That's it. I'm going overseas soon. I'm supposed to be going to Vietnam, and I'm gonna have a connecting flight through Hong Kong and shit. When I get there, y'all be there too. How long you been doing what you do since the DVD? Big Dog Trucking, what's up, pimp? Since the DVD era. Yeah, I was amongst the top DVDs on the East Coast. It was me. It was Arliss Michaels, Real Talk TV. It was The Come Up. That was Fendi. It was Sub-Zero. DJ Deep Freeze and Sub-Zero is the same person. Cocaine City. Myself, Gully TV. It's a couple others, maybe like Cheddar DVD or some shit. It was a good 10 potent videos on the East Coast and shit. I was in that 10 that was doing numbers. You know what I mean? He said, damn, Vietnam. Yeah, I'm going over there. I got a associate over there, man. He a clothing designer. He over there amongst the sweatshops and shit like that. He sent me videos from over there. You know what I'm saying? You know how Frank Lucas went to the jungle and got him some dope? I'm going to Vietnam to get me some dope. Bring it back to sell it. Smack, I left Smack out. How could I do that? Smack was the shit. What software do you use to edit I use Final Cut Pro right now and shit. I've always used Final Cut in Vegas. Both of them is good money. That's a smart trip. Yeah, man, I gotta go across seas, man, and get me a bag and shit. Come back with me some Blue Magic, man. Sell it to y'all on therealdribble.com and shit. But yeah, I'm on some apparel shit. Was the transition hard from DVDs to the internet a hard one? Nah, I just looked around one day and it was over. By the time we got to I say YouTube, MySpace, there was a bridge between the DVD era and YouTube, and the bridge was MySpace. After DVDs, we all went to MySpace. And we found out about YouTube, a lot of us, because in order for you to put a video on MySpace, you had to upload it to this new platform that came out in 2006 called YouTube. And once you upload your video to YouTube, you could paste and cut it and put it on MySpace. So I got on YouTube because of MySpace. And then it's been an education ever since. He said, damn, Loose Gay, them boys a nice touch-up. Yeah. Yeah, they went out there fucking with Whack 100, man. I believe Whack 100 got a body of protection around him. From the looks of things, he got a body of protection around him. You don't fear mistakenly getting locked up abroad on some wrong place, wrong time shit? What kind of fucking question is that? Who be looking for calamity? Who be looking for calamity, man? You can walk down the street and get struck by lightning and shit. If it's been decreed that something is gonna happen to you, ain't nothing you can do about it, man. I ain't scared of nothing, man. I'm out here doing this shit. Man. Gully TV Media, man. Coast to coast, man. Fuck you mean get arrested? For what? I don't get arrested in America. Fuck, I'm gonna go overseas and get arrested for. He won't do that to Big U. People think the DVD era was like, if you know, you know type, but for real, it's part of the platinum era of hip hop. It was. I was making so much money in the DVD era, I never got a chance to spend it because I kept putting it back into my company and shit, but I used to stay in front of a computer all night, and I had 2 burners until I was burning on Windows, and I was burning 1 or 2 DVDs at a time. You have to put the original in there and rip it and then start putting copies in there. And I'd be up all night printing 1 DVD at a time, I wake up in the morning with 50, 60 DVDs and shit. Go to 3 stores, get them 20 a piece and shit. You know what I'm saying? And we getting spindles, them hundred spindles, them big tall ass spindles of DVDs, man. I used to run through them motherfuckers, man. I used to run through them joints, and then I got a fucking I had a DVD burner about 6 feet tall. That motherfucker was like this tall. It had burners all through it. Niggas start making them and selling them and shit. You know what I'm saying? I went in a motherfucking house in Detroit one time. I swear to God. I went in a motherfucker's house in Detroit one time. I was out there with an artist named Marquise Porter. We went in this house. This nigga had burners everywhere. I swear to God, he had them lined up. He had like 6-foot burners lined the fuck up all along the walls. Like, he didn't have nowhere to sit. It was nowhere to sit. It was burners every motherfucking where, right? And it was a kitchen table where they was sitting there rolling up, smoking weed and shit. Like, this was a DVD trap house. I swear to God. It was so many motherfuckers hitting this door, man. I was like, God damn. Never seen no shit like this in my life. It was a house. It was so many people hitting this motherfucking door to get these motherfucking DVDs. It was crazy. He didn't just have DVDs. He had all the documentaries, all the hood movies. This before the Fire Stick came out. You remember when everybody had them stacks of them, the burnt movies that used to be on a strip? Barbershop. You remember when we was all watching them burnt movies and shit? Paid in Full. A lot of people seen Paid in Full. Shotters. Them was all movies that was like on the burnt movie circuit and shit. Them was classics. Blue Hill Avenue. Man, this motherfucker was getting so much goddamn money, man. I was like, God damn. This was in like 2009, 2010. It's like 2010. Like it was about to be over with. But I seen that shit. I was like, God damn. I wish that I had turned my shit up. I only had one 6-foot burner. This nigga had about 20 of them joints in one house. In one house. That's all you. He'd hit a button, the motherfuckers all come out at once. He'll run through there taking the DVDs out. Got a magic Sharpie, putting the titles on them. And this man will run through and fill them back up and shit. It's crazy. He said, the cases was your table to break down on. Yeah. My man said, I know people making 15 to 20,000 a day selling CDs and movies. Speaking of CDs, I got the hard copies in of PILLMATIC 2. They just came in yesterday. They'll be on the website Monday. So if you want a hard copy autograph joint, autograph it. Go to my website, therealdribble.com, Monday. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at IamGullyTV_. I just showed y'all pictures of them, but I got them and shit. My man said I had CD burning towers back in the 90s. First time I encountered the CD burning shit, I was in college. One of my homies came down to my room in college and he had 2 CDs. And it was like a mixtape. He like, I just made this and shit. And he gave it to me. I popped it in the computer. We listening to it. I'm like, damn, this shit hot. You know what I mean? He literally put all of his favorite jams on one CD. I said, man, this is hot, man. I need one of these and shit. He was like, you got any blanks? I said, no. He said, we can go to the bookstore and get some blanks. So we went to the university bookstore and bought some blanks. He said, man, my white boy Justin be burning them for me. Who was Justin? He was like, he lived right down the hall. We in the same dormitory. We walked down to this white boy room, and he was sitting at the computer on Napster, burning CDs and shit. And I seen that shit. I was like, God damn, I just seen dollar signs. And he was just in there just casually doing it and shit. Like it wasn't a business. I went back to the bookstore and bought all of the blanks in the bookstore. And I downloaded all the Nas songs and put them on a CD and called it The Best of Nas. When I went home on college break, I sold them shits in the hood. Shits was flying, man. He said, remember LimeWire? Yeah, Napster and yeah, those two. Took them shits back to, this is in the Averex days and shit. Took them shits back to the hood. Oh, man. He said, LimeWire crashed my shit hella times. Peace, Gully from Norfolk, Virginia. Shout out to my man, my homies from the Spooks, formerly known as the Opioid era. They down there and shit. Peace. Make sure that y'all go to my Patreon, man. I got some rated R content, man, that I couldn't put on the channel. It's over there. Check it out. Some people felt that they could go press whack 100, man, and he had a line of defense with him and shit, man. They stepped to the business. It's on my Patreon. For those who don't got any money to subscribe to my Patreon, I actually put it out for free after a couple of hours. So it's on Twitter, Gully TV1. Let me see what type of numbers I'm doing on Twitter from that shit. DVD's never coming back. I heard that my man said I missed that Piff. Yeah, that was an error too. Merc Mecca, what up? Michael Henry, what up? I heard Universal Records are bringing back CDs and shit. So anybody that's on Universal, I know it could be a problem because a lot of cars now don't have CD players anymore, but they still gonna start selling them again and shit. Straight up. He said Wack finally getting to those fades. Nah, Wack didn't do anything, man. The niggas that around him, they stepped to him. Your two favorite mixtapes of all time. The Ghost of Rich Porter by Jim Jones is one. I couldn't tell you the other one. Oh, Doo-Wop Live. Doo-Wop Live, 95. Came out in 1995. And The Ghost of Rich Porter by Jim Jones. Yeah. Vinyl sales are through the roof. They're going to be selling CDs as art. I'm going to be selling some Monday. So go to therealdribble.com, man. Make sure you support that. PILLMATIC 2, the hard copies be out Monday. That's a double disc, by the way. Boom, boom, boom. You are one of the only black content creators that actually makes real content instead of just gossiping about other people. Much respect. I stick to my formula, man. What you see when you come to Gully TV is a DVD online. That's what it is and shit. Everything that I would upload on this channel is something that I would have put on a DVD and shit. Like, you know, this live stream and shit, this is something that I picked up along the way. But, nah, I actually edit and shit like that. Mac and Cheese 3 by French Montana was fire. It was. My dad used to have them doo-wop mixtapes. That doo-wop 95 is like one of the best ever. People would tell you that. I got mad old Slay and Clue and Big Mike CDs. Superstar J. Make sure you keep them joints, man. Them is valuable. Those are like time capsules and shit. My Patreon, Gully TV. I'm gonna start using it a lot more often, man. I be coming across shit that I can't put on my channel, and sometimes I just don't cover it or I'll just dispose of it. But I'm gonna start using Patreon a lot more. Colorado disappointed me, man. I don't want to talk about it. Do you play Fortnite? Nah, man. I play MacBook computers, man. Yeah. I don't got the desire to play no video games if it ain't NBA Jam. That's the only, if it ain't NBA Jam, it don't interest me. It don't. How was it to witness the rise of 50 Cent in real time? It was very, very fast. I never seen nobody just take over like that. For real, Jay-Z's process of taking over the hip-hop game, it was a period of time. It was a period of time. 50 Cent was like, bang, like a shot went off and he was just everywhere. He said, cracking the fuck up, NBA Jam. That's what I play, man. Did you charge for slots on your DVD? I charge certain people for slots. I would shoot your music video. I charge for that. And to the guys that was in the underground, it was just like, yo, I'm going to put you on a DVD with a bunch of mainstream rap artists. You know what I'm saying? So if you was on the come up, I would put you on a DVD with Redman, Papoose, the Diplomats, Maserati Fox, like, you know, people that was popping at the time, Gucci Mane, shit like that. My man said I got old basketball cards from the 80s. I'm mad that I couldn't keep up with my basketball collection. It was special. Why is 50 Cent doing a residency? Because people want to see it. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but 50 Cent got fans. I'm one of them. I like 50 Cent. I like The Massacre. I like Get Rich or Die Trying. I like 50 Cent. I do. Have you listened to the new Redman album? Nah, I ain't heard it, pimp. He said that nigga mastermind. Yeah, I fuck with 50 Cent. He said how you become so in tune with Philadelphia. One time he showed the old Reeboks. I was in a juvenile home with them niggas when I was about 13 or 14 and shit. Then I started doing time with them in a penitentiary. To do time in Pennsylvania correction system is the Philadelphia experience. If you in a juvenile joint and it got 2,000 kids there, I was in a juvenile joint that had 2,000 kids. It was called Vision Quest. If it was 2,000 kids there, 1,600 is probably from Philly and shit. Same with the prison system. You in a jail and they got 3,500 inmates, probably like 2,800 is from Philly and shit. That's crazy, right? Eric Garza said, what's the meaning of your necklace? This is a universal flag representing the 5% nation. Get Rich or Die Trying movie was fire and all. For us in our 30s to Get Rich or Die Trying is a top 5 album. Thank you. They get big bread for residency. Wu-Tang Clan had a residency in Las Vegas for a period of time. I like to catch one of 50 Cent shows. I've never seen him in concert. Fat Joe's new album is mid. I heard it was good, and I heard Snoop Dogg's album is mid. Somebody lying. Eric Garza, take everything that you just said and go put it into the search engine called Google search. Good luck. Am I tripping, or a lot of cats from the 90s that was dope putting out music today ain't hitting the same? If you play basketball and you stop playing, it might take you time to get it back, and some don't ever get it back. So that's what you're seeing for some of these dudes that took time off. There's people that was inspired to get back and rap by watching other people's success on Instagram or social media and shit like that. I be having to give people consultations on how to exist online. But before they seen the success of others, they didn't have any intent of doing music anymore or anything like that. And if it's not in you, if you're not passionate about it, it ain't gonna be no good. It's not. Exhibit is dropping a new album on Conor McGregor's record label. You hear Leak Moss' new song about you? Leak Moss don't got no song about me, man. Leak Moss wouldn't waste his time writing no song about me. I already won that battle, man. That's me and him ain't even at odds no more. He ain't wrote no song about me. Nah, I didn't make it to States, man. I was selling dope in high school, man. Members only, what up? Boom, 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 boom. He said fake chain. Don't worry about the chain. Worry about these boogers. You can't even see these. Worry about these boogers. I was hiding them from you the whole time and shit. Worry about the... Don't worry about the chain, man. Disregard this shit, right? Worry about the boogers, man. Yo. Nas said he still put out music for the culture and the art. He already got money. That sounds legit. Eric Garza, have a good night, pimp. Boom, 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 boom. Stop inflicting emotional damage on these dudes. You know they hating and in their feelings. It's a personal decision, man. It's a personal decision, man. Don't worry about the earrings, man. I mean, don't worry about the chain, man. This is what you need to get in tune with. Worry about this, bum nigga. You dirty nigga. Don't worry. Your mind is in the wrong place. Worry about this. See, it's footnotes. It's footnotes. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that wear Baccarat and Creed, they don't be doing no pretending. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Mike said, I will roast you in a rap battle. I can't rap, man. I can't rap, man. You got it. Make sure y'all go. You said, I want to see your book collection. You're looking at it. It's right there. It's right there, man. This is the most important book up there. It's called Some Things I've Been Through. I wrote this masterpiece. It got a almost a 5-star rating on Amazon. You can go get this from Amazon. This is about all of my travels in the U.S. and abroad, interviewing some of the world's most notorious drug kingpins and black gangsters and shit. And yeah, man, go get you a copy of shit. Got it? TheRealDribble.com. My man said the hate be real. Them niggas just sick, man. Them niggas just sick. You gotta forgive niggas that's sick, man. Niggas be disturbed and shit, man. They be pissed the fuck off, man. But I understand. I do. I think I got Stolen Legacy up there on the shelf and shit. Thoughts on the quality of play in the NBA? I've been enjoying a couple of games lately. I thought that Christmas game, that Christmas Day in the NBA was flawless. That game between the Lakers and Golden State, that was a good game. I fucked with that. Word. Who won that game between, since you speaking sports, who won that game between Denver and the Bengals? It went to overtime and shit. Y'all see Bo Nix throw that touchdown pass with like seconds left on the clock? That shit was crazy, right? Sent it to overtime. The Bengals won. I'm not surprised because they shouldn't have been in the game. They shouldn't have. Bo Nix threw that touchdown pass at the end of regulation. I was in the restaurant eating. The whole restaurant started screaming like, oh, shit. Like, motherfuckers thought that shit was over with. The Bengals won. They was playing from behind. They was chasing the Bengals and shit. It probably shouldn't even made it to overtime. T. Higgins sealed the deal. He said it's sad when you have to put dudes up on cologne. This is the dribble. This platform is predicated on the 3 F's: fitness, finance, and fashion. Or fragrances. Fitness, finance, and fragrances. So, niggas need to know about this. I got down with this fucking Baccarat. I was reading a GQ magazine. Y'all probably don't read magazines anymore, but for those who do, y'all know the GQ still put out a magazine. They still put out a magazine and shit. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you in the airport or somewhere, or at your local newsstand, get you a GQ magazine, man. Get put down with the, you know, the new fragrances or the fragrances that's popping and shit. But I had to have this. I did. He said, dudes mad because they still wearing Brute. Who you think won the money wars with TV and Primo? Neither one of them niggas won. One arrest or end them niggas. Them niggas is bugging out. We out here dribbling, man, trying to put things together and shit, man. Like, when you see niggas pulling out money, let me tell you something, right? When you see niggas who got stacks of money and they pull out stacks of money, or they, like TV, that's all he has in the world. You feel me? That's all he has in the world. And he ain't no hustler. You know why? Because he would have been and bought something to flip with that money. You dig? I don't be having no goddamn money. I'm broke. I'm broke. I ain't got no money. I don't. But I run business. I run businesses. You feel me? I run businesses. As soon as I get me some money, I be looking for something to buy. Didn't I just tell you I'm about to go to Vietnam and get some work? Didn't I just tell you that? Didn't I just tell you that? I just told y'all that. I'm flying to Hong Kong. I'm getting a connecting flight from Hong Kong to Vietnam. Just like Frank Lucas went over there and got him some dope. I'm gonna get me some motherfucking t-shirts for 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go find me some t-shirts for 50 cents a piece. Straight up. Some t-shirts for 99 cents. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to give them all my money. I'm going to give them every dime I got. I'm going to give it all to them. Here, take this shit. I'll be back in 30 days. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that. Soul Alley is in Nam. That's who I'm down with. Since you said that you got to be Danny. That's who I'm down with, Soul Alley and shit. In the words of Mitch, I'm broke, baby. I'm broke. Boom, boom, boom. I just kicked the guy out for asking me about my chain and shit. You niggas act like fucking broads and shit. Y'all act like broads, man. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Why you niggas be getting aroused by seeing niggas with diamonds on? The fuck is wrong with you freak ass niggas, man? The fuck is wrong with y'all? I just gave y'all fragrances, man. You should be asking me how to clean up your act. You know what I'm saying? You should be asking me how to get your dribble right, man. Like, type of freak shit that you niggas on, man. Like, you shouldn't. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Like, I'm giving you raw game. You supposed to say, man, talk that shit. Talk that shit. I'm telling you that I'm looking for a 99-cent t-shirt, a 50-cent t-shirt. Nobody talks like that but the most elite, the most electrifying dribblers known to man. That's what I do, man. I'm a dribbler. Didn't you hear Hov? For Sizzle, my nizzle used to dribble out of VA. I'm a dribbler. I've been telling y'all that for years now, man. I'm a dribbler. I'm a world-class dribbler. Didn't you hear him? Whether we dribble out this motherfucker, rap metaphors and riddle out this. When he said whether he dribble out this motherfucker, you thought he was talking about pro basketball players? He wasn't. He's talking about hustlers. He's talking about hustlers, man. Get your dribble right, man. I've been feeding y'all this shit for years, man. When is y'all gonna master the art of dribble? Get your dribble right, man. What's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all supposed to be glad to see me coming and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you could talk to Robert Johnson or one of these mogul niggas and shit. I'm what Dame used to be. Y'all remember Dame? Dame used to actually wear his hat like this. Remember Dame used to wear his hat like this? Remember? Before he lost his fronts and shit? Dame was a dribbler. Dame got his motions all tied up in the hove and shit, man. Look how I wear my hat, man. I'm a dribbler, man. Oh, shit. They don't want to hear that airport talk. Man, I'm trying to put y'all up on something, man. For real. Shit dropping game, pay attention. When I come here, man, bring your tablets, man. Bring your pen and pad, man. I'm gonna put you up on some shit. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? When you go to engage somebody in business, they gonna smell you. Damn, this motherfucker smell like money. I know he's serious. I'm giving y'all the footnotes. I'm trying to prepare you niggas. It's about to be a new year, man. Y'all don't get it? I'm trying to show you how to dodge the calamity. The pandemic never touched me. You know what I'm saying? The pandemic, it never touched me. It didn't, man. And I ain't getting no PUA money. You know how dangerous I be with some free money? Ain't nobody ever gave me shit. You know, I seen so many bum niggas. Niggas are speeding by me in Benzes and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Benzes everywhere and shit. I'm the only motherfucker around here dribbling. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even made it to the car lot yet. You know what I mean? I'm like, God damn, man. Like, what the fuck is going on? I ain't do the PUA shit. I would have got booked. I come from a righteous seed. If I do anything wrong, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail, man. He said, BMWs everywhere. Hell yeah. Them niggas broke as fuck right now. Them niggas is broke as fuck right now, man. Niggas ain't got a dime. They ain't got nothing but pictures from them what was that, 2020? He said, Audis everywhere. Where they at now? Them niggas starving. They didn't make the right decisions, man. You know what they did? They took pictures with the money phone. They had the money phone. And you're not supposed to take pictures of it, dummy. You're supposed to invest it. Put that money on a trampoline. These niggas be taking pictures with the money and shit. Fanning the money out. Taking pictures. Who the fuck is you calling, bum ass nigga? The fuck is wrong with you? That's the first sign of a bum ass nigga, I'm telling you. Y'all don't know how to spot these bum ass niggas? They be the big brick money phone and shit. Jackass. Trying to pretend to be successful. That's not how it works. They don't work like that. He said, you got legit businesses. Why no PPP? I got the understanding of it while it was going on, and I didn't have no employees. That PPP money or PUA, that was for people to pay their employees and shit like that. It was a reason for that shit. Whatever it was, I didn't qualify. I wasn't gonna get nothing but a case fucking with that shit. I ain't do nothing. Nope. He said, you talking about mail? Nah, I ain't talking about mail. Boom, 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 boom. Who do you think is winning the battle between Green Double and BGM Black? I think because of BGM Black being the unknown, kind of like wearing the underdog title in that battle, he kind of was getting the best of it because he was impressive. He came from parts unknown. Didn't nobody know who he was. We know about Green Double. And the fact the dude was in there getting busy, it was impressive and shit. Ain't no winner, ain't no loser and shit. They both did a great job of putting on a performance in front of people who don't know who they is. And they prepared themselves to be able to sell something in 2025. That's my view on it. That's my view on it. Boom, boom, boom. That's a lesson from Jay-Z's 444 album, the whole money phone thing. I like that they're using old fire beats. I don't know about that. Y'all ask me about Primo on TV, man. That's up to who into that. You know what I'm saying? My man said Mugga Diss was mediocre. He not a battle rapper like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I spoke about the Murder Mook and Arsenal battle. I'm about to get up off of here, man. I got a video uploaded while I'm talking to y'all, I got a video uploading, and I got one being published on Final Cut Pro, so I'm about to upload both of those. In between this shit, in between this dazzling performance that I be putting on, I be working the mouse. I be working the mouse. I don't just be running my mouth, man. I'm lethal with the mouse. I'm lethal with the mouse. Get you a mouse. You know what I'm saying? Get you a personal relationship with a MacBook computer. Get you a personal relationship with the gym. Get your dribble right. Get you a personal relationship with the dentist. You're gonna do a lot of smiling. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do a lot of smiling. It's required, it's a part of the job and shit. You know what I'm saying? When you looking good and you know you looking good and shit, you're gonna smile a lot. So go get you a dentist and shit. But I got to get up off of here, man. He said that mouse the moneymaker. Is it ever? Oh my God. This is the most dangerous backcourt online. Me and this fella right here and shit. You know what I mean? I'm the point guard. This is the shooter. This is the two guard right here. You know what I mean? Anyway, PILLMATIC album cover is fire. PILLMATIC 3 on the way. Thank y'all for coming through. Make sure you go fuck with my Patreon, because I'm back over there. It's very necessary. I'm on Twitter at Gully TV1, and my Twitter is booming. Everybody over here looking at this content I got about this situation that happened at No Jumper. I see y'all over here on Twitter fucking with it. So in the morning, this shit gonna probably be viral of some sort. Some of y'all probably seen it on Patreon. Others, it's on Twitter at Gully TV1. Follow me on Instagram at I am. Say something about Charleston White. I ain't got nothing to say about him. That's not what I do here, man. I talk about myself. I talk about the dribble. I talk about hip-hop, sports, and fashion. I got to stick to the script. In order for it to work, I got to stick to the script. You got it? All right. Y'all have a great, great evening, man. I got work to do. And get your dribble right, man. Peace.